And you know that with the situation that is locked out of the only room to escape, a corporate agent standing there with a gun pointed at you, and a medic somewhere on the ship in a weird, deformed state, broken but alive, things could be
getting dicey.
Yeah.
It's getting dicey.
Do a little dance with your wrists together.
All right, so I've got a note here that the first thing I need to do is go over an error. There's been a big error in regards to some of the roles at some point.
It was selecting the players.
Yeah, you're all being let go. We're just going to stop right now. Okay, so when it comes to combat, your speed, of which a human has 1 speed, dictates the amount of initiative cards you get dealt. So a human, you each get 1 initiative card. Some of the creatures that you've come across should have had 2 or 3 initiative cards dealt. So it means like in 1 round, they would have popped up at different points in a singular round. So that should have happened. It should have probably made deaths, probably, I imagine, with Davis and that creature sort of in that living area, that probably would have been even more deadly, I think. But should anything else happen from here on in, we'll use this new rule. But I think we should be just good. I think that was it. I think that was the only major one.
That's it, ferocity and Dragonbane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so yes, you're all outside the corporate suite. You've heard that voice, and you turn to see Clayton, the corporate agent, standing there. Not only has she got the pulse rifle sort of tucked under her armpit with one hand on the trigger, she's holding that key card. Behind her, you can see a small carry bag that she's obviously sat down behind her.
Yeah, she says, "You're looking for this," and waves the key card.
Yeah.
And Cham says, "You're looking for this," and he's got his dick out in his hand. No, he hasn't. Sorry, no, I couldn't not.
Cham does seem the type.
Cham doesn't do that. But Cham turns and just is like, "Yes, we are looking for that. Thank you very much. It's helpful."
Miller's hand just lowers to to reach for the shotgun on her back, and Clayton sort of just aims the pulse rifle in her direction, and she says, "Don't even think about it." And Miller just sort of stops. What's Davis and Rye thinking?
Cham's just reaching his hand out for the key card.
Just over the top of whoever's in front of him, yeah.
So you're gonna open this up?
Maybe. I'm gonna. I need your help. And she sort of tilts her head down at the bag at her side, sort of just behind her left leg. She says, "This material, this stuff that Wayland Yutani needed me to bring him, and wherever the fuck Wilson is, they wanted him to bring home as well. This thing is priceless. It is absolutely invaluable for research into cancer and just a whole bunch of other think of a serious disease that it could help. It could help that, okay? And even if it's a little unstable right now, with the right kind of research, and it can be perfected, and anyone encountering and she sort of gestures to all the spores in the air. If anyone encounters this, they'll be safe. If you can help me load this, just let me into that escape vehicle and just let me go with this."
You need help to lift something, okay? Yeah, Cham will just as just a matter of course, just be like, I will lift the bag. It just reaches for the bag.
All right, so yeah, you walk forward and sort of go to, and she's just like, wait, because she's freaking out. Like, that was too easy. You're like, you're happy to help.
Well, we can't point a gun at us and carry the bag at the same time. So if we're getting on this, we need to go now before whatever that your old crew turned into happens again and comes back for us. So open the door or die. You pick one.
She's like, she pauses there, like, open the door.
Wait a minute. Rye's just going to be like, hang on. Did you just say you're getting on the pod and leaving? Not we're getting on the pod and leaving.
There's limited space. I don't know what to tell you. I can maybe take one or two of you with me, but it's going to be...
Right.
Take Rye.
Open it up. We can see how we can make it work.
I need you all to just back up so I can open up this door.
This is sounding pretty tense, everyone. Should we have a breathing exercise? That calms me down.
Yeah, Cham leans into Rye and says, "Does that thing breathe? I don't know how they work."
They usually do it to make us feel better.
Clayton finally notices, like, Ava. How is she, like, propped up against a wall? Like, where's Ava in this?
Aww.
Yeah, she's pretty lopsided, pretty damaged, but chirpy. Hi.
She's like, you're alive?
Well,
Good to see you, Clayton. I've
See
been looking
this.
after the Good
Well,
to see you.
Ava, you know that you'll have to stay here, right?
I'll look after the Cronus for you until you get back.
Okay, I need you all to just back up, and she sort of gestures with the gun to, like, push you back up further up the hallway so she can get into this corporate suite.
Hey, have you ever flown one of these before?
No.
I take it it's probably just a standard S-33 model, but can I take a look?
Just back up so I can load these things in, and then we can talk next steps.
yeah, Cham says, "Okay, everybody calm down, back away.
'Cause you can
Let open the door." But I shoot a wink at Rye and I'm just winking furiously at Rye and just saying like, "Everybody, they have a job to do. Let them through.
I'll be like,
We will not, wink, wink, we will not interfere. Let them through the door. Let them open the door." Wink, wink.
ladies,
I did not
ladies
say wink.
first. Ladies first, and it's like just putting my hands where I can quickly reach for something to potentially cold cock someone when they step in front of me.
You can see, like, her hand holding the pulse rifle is, like, shaking. There's, like, tension in her trigger finger, you know, like, she's clearly not comfortable with where this is, and she's like, "Where's Wilson? Where is he?"
Would he have had access to this?
Has he already left?
He was meant to be helping me with this.
I would
She's
not.
shaking, and the hand holding the key card is also shaking, and the door's behind her. She's still
You don't chop. No.
she's still close enough to the door into the living area that the sensors haven't turned off. You know, the doors are sort of wide open behind her, and you can see each of you now sort of like staring at her can sort of see the lit up living area behind. Who's at the front of this group, which would have been, I guess, the back of the group as they were heading towards that corporate suite. You've all turned around now. I'd say Miller would have been sort of leading that, so she's at the back now.
Yeah. Well, Cham was pushing past Miller to help with the bag and stuff, so Cham's at the back with Miller.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I'd say, can you guys give me an observation roll? Let's start with an observation roll.
I leveled up in that last time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Let's hope it's
Panic? Slight panic?
observation.
Successful panic?
Oh, yeah,
What-
we might go with panic. We'll have a. We'll
What
have
do
a
I
look.
do
Ooh,
if there's
success and a panic.
a 0?
If your success is observation is
If
0?
it says 0,
Then you'll just be rolling the base stat.
Yeah, the base stat.
okay.
Plus all of your stash dice.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
You nail it anyway.
fantastic.
Nailed it.
Okay, with this heightened tension of Clayton standing there, sort of standing in the middle of this doorway, there's just like a blur behind, sort of another 5 meters sort of behind her, and then there's another shift, and this person appears kind of 5 to 10 meters behind Clayton, just over her shoulder. You can see her. The people that have the panic dice definitely give me a panic roll here.
I just did, and I dropped my item.
Okay, I think so. What were you holding? Is this the wrench?
I wasn't holding anything at the beginning of the scene, but I
Sure.
was reaching for the wrench because I was going to do a whole. Is that Wilson over there behind you? And then donk. So I'm like pulling the
Yeah.
wrench out, and then I just freak out and drop it.
Yeah, you freak out. So the wrench just clangs to the ground, and Davis with a roll
It's
of 8.
kind of like the Jurassic Park scene with the jelly. Just like
yeah.
sitting there, like
You-
eyes a bit wide now. Because she's been bitten before. Like, she is a bit reticent about what's happening. Not reticent, anxious about these creatures.
And this trembling and this dropping of the wrench, all of you have successfully rolled. I think you all rolled successes, so you all see this standing behind Clayton. Everything is like in slow motion as that wrench
my
drops to the ground, kadoof, onto the ground. And Cham, you realize first of all, not so much the shape or the form of what's back there, but the clothing. You recognize it instantly as what was being worn from the medic that you took out with a wrench.
It knows how to use elevators.
What you see is this this translucent gelatinous cowl has grown over the most of the of Flynn's head now, revealing the sunken and hideous character of his former self. His arms now are much longer, ending and sort of hanging loosely in front of them, with these giant, long, sharpened fingers and claws. The structure of Flynn's original features have started dissolving into this acidic sort of gelatin, and his skull has become more bulbous and pronounced. What's standing behind Clayton, I will show you right now.
ooh.
Dude.
A little like me when I have to wake up early.
And as fast as it sort of blurred into position behind Clayton, it moves with intense speed towards you all.
Oh, sorry. How far away from Clayton am I?
You guys are
Too close?
not within like melee range or anything like that, so I'd say you're a good like 15 meters, maybe 10 meters.
10 meters.
Oh, what's that?
30 feet.
30 feet away, if that helps.
Boo, Imperial.
But what I am going to do is I am going to give everybody some initiative cards.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Let me just bring up some details.
And whereabouts on the map is the jelly baby?
Let me just bring that little gooey little friend to life.
Yay, friend.
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was
sorry.
dangerous.
Sorry, enemy. Sorry.
Oh.
Gooey enemy.
Aw, that changes things.
Yeah.
You can tell with a red circle on the icon.
Before it was like a Cadbury cream egg, and now it's like a new Cadbury cream egg.
So we'll put him at that sort of distance at the moment. If you can zoom in on that as well. All right. So let's do initiative. I just need to bring up absolutely everything so I know. This time, I know the correct number of cards to give everybody. Can I just... can I just drag one of those cards? What's the deal here?
Give it a drag.
Let's shuffle the cards. Here we go. And we'll give... Cham, I'm just giving you your card now. Feel free just to take a quick look. There's probably, honestly, this has probably worked really well in person with the cards. Yep. But maybe not so with D&D, with Roll20. And I will just deal some cards for...
I'm going to stand with that one card.
Are you going to stay here? I am dealing 3 cards. One of them is for Clayton. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the turn order of everybody. We'll go one at a time here, just so we don't. Let's close that. All right, let's start with Davis.
What was I fit?
What? No, as in like, what's the number on your initiative card?
Ah, so close. I am number 3.
That's a good. Okay, not too bad. And I've got to give Reed one as well. There we go. Let's do that too. Who have we got here? We will go to Rye.
I have 1.
Whoa.
Bullet time.
Cham.
Just runs
Rima.
along the wall.
Cham is Rima.
Okay. Let's see what Reed is. Oh, actually, I don't have a marker for Ava. Have we got something I can chuck down for Ava? There we go.
Nice.
Ava
is 2.
2? Nice.
We are owning the low initiative.
Okay. Reed. Oops, I'm not going to steal a card. No way, don't steal. Reed has a 6.
You wouldn't steal a card.
Yeah.
Don't download them either.
Oh, wait, did I put the wrong... Son of a gun. Okay. Where is Reed's marker? Oh, this is fun. I hope everyone is enjoying this brief respite into initiatives and turn. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
She had a... It was a 6.
This break is brought to you by Face Huggers. Does your face need hugging? Face Huggers. Available
Sounds like
now.
a breakfast cereal. I mean, you like lift the bowl up and there's a picture of a face hugger on the bottom of the bowl. That'd be cool.
Kiwi kids start their day with Face Huggers.
Clayton has an 8.
More fiber than is legal.
Mummy, can we get Face Huggers? We have Face Huggers at home.
Did you
At
see
home's
the
anymore.
pictures? Did you see the pictures online of that guy who like modded his sleep apnea thing to look like a face hugger?
No.
Whoa, that sounds
It
cool.
was pretty funny. But it
It's based
looked
on I can hear
horrible
you snore.
because there's a face hugger.
All right, we've got
What if it's
everything.
not had a face hugger on?
We've got everything in. All right. Sorry for the wait there, but we start at the top of the turn order with the person with the lowest. I think that's how it works.
Very
Person
good.
with the lowest is Rye. Rye, from your point of view, you've just seen this thing. Clayton doesn't seem to be aware of it at this point. It is just something that you have all seen over her shoulder, and it is like sprinting Naruto style.
Oh my gosh.
Arms behind it. Sprinting down.
Can I yell out, "Oh my god, look out behind you," and run towards her and grab for the key card? And hopefully like she'll turn around to look just as I get at the card.
You can do 2 things. A fast
things.
action and a slow action. The slow will be moving, as in like sprinting towards her.
Yep.
Your slow action can be either take the card, like reach and grab the card, or to let her know, like to just try and distract her.
Right. Really want that card. I'm gonna run and grab the card.
You're just gonna run to grab. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's what happens. I want to know. Is there?
Back me up, guys. Back me up.
There might need to be a bit of a. I assume there should be a contested roll here. I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
what we would have for that, but I
That
believe
should be agility, mobility.
yeah. So it'll be mobility against mobility, basically.
Okay.
How fast you're gonna grab it versus how fast she can either pull the trigger or maybe. No, we'll do it as pulling the hand away, but because it's not her turn to properly action. So let's
Keep away, keep away.
mobility versus mobility. Give
Right.
us a
Let's
roll.
go mobility. Uh-oh.
Look at the sixes.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's good.
that's
Sure.
good.
That'll do.
What's that? 2 successes
Uh,
not
and no
supposed to
Shame,
Clayton.
Clayton.
no successes from Clayton. You just tell me what this looks like, right?
Well, yeah, she sees that thing coming up behind her, and it's like, this is not going to end well for Clayton, but we need that card. So she's just sprinting, and I guess Clayton is like looking at her, going, "Oh my gosh!" And she's just like grabs the card off her, and I guess tries to turn around at the same time, possibly like banging into the wall.
Give me.
'Cause-
I will just get a panic roll from you anyway. Obviously, what you've just seen is insanely terrifying. You haven't seen anything
Yep.
at this level, so we'll still get a panic roll from you. This is one of those things that I keep forgetting. Anytime you see something shocking, or weird, or bizarre, you should be doing these panic rolls. But
Okay. Panic. Oh. And it was. Sorry.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh no, what is it?
uh-oh.
I can't see.
freeze.
for one round, okay. This is how we're gonna play this out. This is the thing that
It's like
happens.
I grab it and then realize what I'm
like-
running towards suddenly. It's like, oh.
In your mind, like Cham's been telling you this, like sort of like winking and stuff, make it really obvious that something's going on, and you put to plan, you know, like I'm gonna like just sprint at her, I'm gonna shout out something's behind her, I'm gonna grab this key card, and you're playing it out in your mind when this thing appears that you spot, and you just freeze. That plan that you had in place, and it's for this.
Oh no.
And it's for.
So I haven't.
No, for the round.
no.
For the round, you are frozen in place.
No. My key card.
You lose. So you're frozen by fear or stress for one round, losing your next slow action. So you've still got a fast action. So you're on the spot, but you're not going to be able to like go to do anything. Feel free to have a look at other fast actions, or we can talk about what a fast action might be. But you're frozen, and I need your stress level to go up. I need everybody else around you. I need their stress levels to go up as well.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. There it is.
Oh no.
It's good. I was running out of stress. I was only on 6.
Ava, you do not need to worry about that because Avas can't get stressed.
Oh, cool.
So, is there anything you can think of that you could do while frozen on the spot?
I might. So I get a fast action, right?
Just a fast action, yeah.
Okay. I draw my weapon. It's like I don't run towards it, but it's like, oh my gosh, what
Sure.
the heck is that?
Yeah. So, what's the weapon that you're pulling out?
The flamethrower? I mean, it's that or the cutter.
I'd say, yeah, it'll be like, because it's a big weapon, you can definitely, yeah, you'll spend the round like just reaching for it and bringing it up in front of you.
But can't shoot it.
Correct.
And what was it? I got a stress level.
Yes, yeah, your stress goes up. Next on the turn order is Ava 6.
Alrighty. Ava's gonna try and maneuver her way down the hallway towards Clayton,
Mm-hmm.
like movement as the fast action. I'm not sure how if she moves less because she's a bit crapped out at the moment or what. But
Yeah.
ideally, she'd like to get in between the bad guy and Clayton.
Oh, so you're sort of like, you're going to try and save Clayton as well. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got enough movement to sort of push, sort of stumble your way past. But I would, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah. So I will call out emergency, watch out with the jump. Yeah. And motion to Clayton, who she recognizes from years back, and stand in the way, in the doorway of those intersecting hallways.
Yeah, because you recognize everything that's happening here. You've had to like kill and put down other Cronus members that this has happened to. Thankfully, in the past, you've never seen what happens past this stage, and you hope to never see what happens past this stage. But this has been a massive issue for you before. And you reckon the other thing you recognize is that it is Flynn. It's his features are barely there, but you'd recognize with all the time and all your circuitry and memory systems, you'd recognize him. But yeah, you position yourself in the doorway, broken, almost leaning and broken in that doorway. Davis.
Yeah, Davis is going to pull her sidearm.
You're
And then, yeah.
panicking, by the way. So any agility
-2.
moves have a -2.
Yep. But part of the panic, I mean, as I say, she's been here before, and last time she didn't have a gun. So, the only thing that can take down a bad guy is a good guy with a gun. So she's going to pull hers and start firing at the squishy head.
Yeah, I'm trying to have we had one of these long range? Let's have a look at ranged combat quickly. Yeah, you've got
Proceeds to shoot every single person in between on the way.
yeah.
Is that head bomb? Pop, 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 pop.
There's a few rules that I just wanted to sort of like cover here as well, which is like if you roll one or more of the stress die, like the face huggers, you've emptied your magazine. So that basically requires if you have to have a reload if you've got a reload in your inventory. Yeah. So it's kind of like that's so kind of you have infinite bullets until you roll one of those stress die face huggers, and that signifies it.
Same with Walking Dead, actually.
That's cool. I really like that. Firing at a large target. Okay, I think we're not going to have any modifiers because it's just a standard target. You're at if you can spend your short action to aim, and that'll give you a +2 modifier to your attack. So if you're doing nothing else other than aiming and shooting, you'll get a +2 modifier. You're at.
Well, does she need to use her fast action to draw?
Yeah, true. So yeah.
So it's just a snap.
Okay, cool. So it'd be no modifier.
Right
It's
up in the camera.
It's in a separate room, so that is considered medium range. So it's a -1 modifier.
And then a -2 for the panic.
Yeah, plus and -2.
-3.
Wait. There's also like there's at least 2 or 3 people in front of you. I'm going to get you to put it just another -1.
-4 in total then.
Yeah.
Apologies in advance. TPK incoming.
So it's,
Whoa.
That's a pretty good roll.
That's actually
Interesting roll.
Okay. So if your attack hits, you inflict damage equal to the weapon's damage rating on your opponent. Yep. For every extra hot cross bun you roll, choose one of these stunts. You inflict 1 additional point of damage. You can choose the stunt multiple times if you roll several of those hot cross buns. You pin down your enemy. PCs need to make a panic roll. NPCs instead miss their next slow action. You position yourself and get to exchange your initiative score with your enemy, taking effect next round. So there's a few things you can do. If your target drops a weapon or another handheld object, you choose which. You target, I guess, one of their weapons or with one of their shots. Or your opponent falls to the ground or is pushed back. For example, if you're trying to like shoot them through an airlock or something like that. So you've got 3 points, which means you can decide if you just want to like do extra damage.
Yeah, she's just gonna try and hurt this thing, whilst it's still not trying to chew on her or her friends.
Just because it looks different.
Wow.
Just
wow.
because his friend tried to maul me, not tried.
But also you have rolled a stress dice, so this does signify you fire 3 bullets and then click, 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 like you just fire.
I'm still pulling. Click, 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 click.
It's like each of those dice is a trigger pull, yeah? And those first 3 fire the bullets and then click. You've run out of bullets, your magazine's empty. We've got...
I roll my stress thing to see if I'm in fact freeze instead, or...
Yeah, we'll need to get a panic roll, for sure. Perfect.
Oh, it's point blank, except... point break, sorry, except instead of into the air, it's screaming and emptying this gun, like... Ah! Click, 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 click.
What was the damage on that pistol?
I never actually had the stats for it.
Oh, okay. You theoretically should have rolled +2 using that. It's not just ranged combat. The die that would have added a +2. So, if you want, just give me another 2 dice and we can see what happens. You might get another shot.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
You do get another shot. You've got it.
She spent time at the range. What can I
Yeah.
say?
So 4 of those bullets just go flying past Clayton and somehow past Ava, who's just kind of leaning to the side. You see that perfect shot. Bam, bam, bam. It does damage of 1 per shot. And so you've added 3 more. So it's 4 damage. It does have an armor rating it's got to roll against. So let's just see how this goes. What have we rolled? 0 successes.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wait, so how many damage did you?
4 successes.
4. Damn. All right. You just this, it doesn't kill the creature, but feel free to describe like anything that hasn't already been described.
Oh, it's that thing of seeing people freeze and Ava stepping forward, but Davis is absolutely in her own head, reliving that moment, but this time the gun comes up and she just can't even hear herself screaming or hear the gun. Everything's just silent for her. She's continually pulling the trigger. But everyone else is just hearing her scream like mad.
Okay.
Oh, and actually panic rolls.
Oh,
Everyone else's panic goes up by 1.
oh yeah, true.
And whose goes down?
Oh, is it? Oh no.
Yeah, everyone's stress level goes up.
Oh no, we make
Oh no one else's goes up, but they all make panic
no.
rolls.
we all make a roll. Yeah, sorry.
This is like
Because of the
scream is
screaming.
coming from way down.
It's like this terrifying
Yeah.
guttural scream.
Testicles. Does Ava panic?
Now we're quiet.
And I scream too.
Ava doesn't panic. There's no
But
stress,
doesn't
no
it feel
panic.
good,
I
Chad?
scream as well.
Everybody screaming?
No.
I'll give one for...
Oh no!
I got my flamethrower. I don't got my flamethrower.
I don't got my train.
Okay.
Chad just think this is a game. Like, oh, yeah.
Does this chain? And we just keep rolling now because like you scream and then Cham screams and that triggers more panic? Like, I feel like there's probably a rule of panics don't.
You
don't know.
scream, Cham screams,
We're gonna get that.
Maggie
that-
laughs. She's such a little trooper.
Can panic trigger panic multiple times?
Cham and
They could go on
David
for
just sort of
infinity, right?
screaming at each other. And shit.
Yeah, okay.
Until everything is dropped, everything is frozen, and everything is trembling.
I mean, if we scream at each other enough, though, our stress is going to go right down. I feel like this is a really a therapy session. Wilson is missing out.
I think if you're suffering from...
Your stress level increases by 1. Oh, nuts.
I think it doesn't... Without going for like serious, like looking through the books, I'm just going to say that stops there. So Cham starts screaming. Rye, you've just managed to get the flamethrower out in front of you when Cham's scream just like hits you and you just drop. drop that onto the ground. And Reed. And Reed starts. She's like focused, laser focused, but the clattering of like her shotgun, sort of like in her hands, can be heard, sort of rattling away as she starts to tremble. It is Flynn's turn. And Flynn
Oh boy.
just bolts towards Ava.
No.
Let's roll this again with these kind of creatures. It is just a random attack that we select. It's a pounce. Flynn leaps onto Ava like a big monkey. It says,
Like a big monkey.
Just like a big monkey. Roll for the attack using 8 base dice, which was done. If the attack hits, which it didn't, the victim is knocked to the ground. So it pounces, and I think. Will you describe how it kind of misses you, please?
Ava will be standing in the doorway, and as the bullets are flying past, she'll kind of like slump to the side, and potentially at the same time as Flynn coming in, she'll just lose her footing a little bit, and hit the wall between the door frames, missing the most of the brunt of the pounce.
All right, perfect. Cham, over to you.
So nobody got the key card, did they? We didn't. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. That was all in here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run. I'd like to run and grab the key card.
Okay.
Because I just really want us all to get the hell out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my turn. Is I'm just going to run up to Clayton and try and grab the key card.
Just okay. We'll do mobility versus mobility again.
Yep. Oh, good. I have a 0 in that.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey-o.
you were successful. You do grab that key card out of place. She goes to like move it out of the way. It's all still kind of bullets have been whizzing past, and she doesn't know whether she's being attacked or not. And then you come charging forward as well. You grab the key card, but you're also like closer than you feel comfortable to this creature, which has leapt very close by to you now. So give us a panic roll, please. What have we got there?
So I go yoink, and then realize I'm close to the thing. Nervous twitch. My stress level and everyone else's goes up by 1.
Amazing.
What happens when you max out
Yeah,
your
now I've got the
stress
key card in my hand, and I'm just like, what now?
It is Reed's turn.
Get to the dropper.
Reed is going to just make her way, sorry. She's going to make her way past Clayton with the shotgun sort of like at her side, and does similar things to what Ava tried to do, and just get as close to where this creature is without, let's see if we can just move, because that thing has leapt to where Ava is, pushes Clayton up against the wall, and takes a shot with the shotgun. Of course I don't have that set up in Reed's. Why would I have done that? I think it's a +2. Let's have a look. It's a +2. Okay. With Ava in the way, though, we will add a -1, so it'll be a +1 for ranged combat.
And that's the number of dice that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The minus, yeah. Hoo-wee.
Okay. What's the damage on one of these things?
What?
1,000.
Lots of successes coming up tonight.
Yeah. It is like 5 damage total. That's huge.
10 on the hit.
And so let's roll armor for that as well.
Roll badly.
Is it gonna roll? Go and go.
No armor for you. Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
on
No.
armor.
2, 3, 4. 2 takes. Okay, this thing like she does. It's still like 2 points of damage as the buckshot just like pushes into Flynn and his gelatinous kind of weird, almost transparent form that he's taking, and just takes off this sort of big chunk of meat out of the side of his rib cage, where his rib cage should be, but it's all kind of soft and spongy now. And then seeing that, Reed is just going to panic a little bit as well. So let's do that. Again, just still. Oh shoot! I didn't minus off the 2 agility from the previous. How would that have changed anything? This is the last 2 dice.
Oh well.
That's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it as is. But she's still trembling. Clayton. What's Clayton gonna do here? She's got this pulse rifle. I think her first instinct, as Ava sort of pushes like Clayton aside, and then Cham grabs this key card off her, and Reed sort of like moves past her and pushes her up against the wall with the pulse rifle. I think she's just going to freeze. I think she's absolutely not made for this kind of situation, and is now just like panicked up against the wall, and she's like looking down.
Yeah, she's a corpse.
Yeah, she's a corpse. She's not used to this. She's looking down. She's like, the bag, and she can just see next to Reed's foot is like the bag. It's clearly been just forgotten by everyone thanks to the panic. And she just drops like the pulse rifle at her foot and starts scrabbling across the floor to try and just wrap her arms around the carry case. Oh, I forgot to put Miller in. Gosh. I need to get Miller in there as well.
Get in there forwards.
I'm just going to put Miller now before the end of this round, just because I forgot to put her in.
God, Reagan, you can't even play 600 characters.
I know. Miller sees the commotion. She sees everybody moving around. She grabs the shotgun off her back now that she knows that the finger trigger of the pulse rifle isn't aimed at her now, and she just fires the shotgun. She's at quite a distance from everybody. This seems maybe a little strange.
Shotguns don't spread with distance either, so it's fine.
Yeah, they're not great at distance.
Well-known precision instruments.
Yeah.
It's like a needle.
Yeah.
It's a space shotgun. I'm sure they've figured it out by now in the future.
Yeah.
It says service pistol, but this is set up for the shotgun. So that is a
spot gun.
Yeah, this is a success with an extra point of damage she's going to choose. She's not going to panic because that's not what Miller does as she pulls the trigger. Davis, you just feel this impact in your back. Can you roll armor for me?
Do I have armor for anyone?
You should have. Oh, actually, you might not. Oh, you still
I got the beat up space suit.
You got the compression suit, so you've got.
So 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is 4.
Davis.
This is 4 damage, by the way.
Davis is so down, so very down.
So you are put into
0.
a broken state.
Again, she's good at this.
Do you want to describe like this from Davis's point of view?
I mean, the rounds are so quick that in her thing, she's still in that zone of silence, pulling the trigger, and then all of a sudden, it's just like a punch in the spine, and the sound comes rushing back as she falls herself falling, kind of twisting and seeing this smoking shotgun behind her.
Cool. Can you
Die.
I need you to roll for on the critical.
66, is it?
Yeah, from the critical injuries table.
They shoot me in the leg again. 42.
42? Okay.
Heal to full health.
It's just in the way that you fall, like it just like smashes you in the back, and the way that you fall, and the weight of the suit, all of that, sort of just, you come crushing down on your foot, and you can just hear and feel the bones in your foot snapping as you drop down onto the ground. You can't if you do stand up after all of this, you can't run, you can only crawl.
Okay.
But you are in a broken state. That means you can only crawl and make moaning sounds. And now it's
fucking noises.
and now it is Flynn's second turn.
Oh, good.
Creepy Flynn.
Who now face to face with Ava. What does he do?
Uh-oh.
Do a bishop.
Oh, it does a syntax error. Let's try that again.
Phew. Next person.
Special move.
Here we go.
Wow.
It is successful. Grabs Ava and tries to slam it into the nearest, and basically just like throws it into the door frame. Using 9 base dice, if the attack hits, which it has, the victim lands prone at short distance from the abomination, dropping any handheld items. And, well, you don't panic, but because you're a synthetic. But he's just like slams you into a wall. You take 1 base damage. Does Ava have any kind of armor? I don't think.
There's no armor or health, so I think she's invincible.
Oh,
Like Windows 95.
your health will be whatever
She
your
has plot armor.
whatever your strength is. Whatever your strength is will
Okay.
be your health.
Oh, dang. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
And I
for a
reduce
synthetic.
it by 1.
Yes, yeah, just by
Okay,
1.
cool. That's been done.
After throwing you, she turns. This creature turns its attention to the next nearest living creature.
Oh!
No.
Rye, we're back with you.
Oh my gosh.
You've heard, like, from behind you, this of this, like, shotgun. And I assume Davis made some sort of noise?
Yeah.
Wookiee noise?
Startled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does Rye do?
She's
As an extension of Cham's turn, taking the card, can I be sort of shooting Rye a glance, suggesting with my eyes to take the card from me?
Yeah, absolutely. That can have
Like,
been.
suggesting, not like defining what Jolene's going to do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, huh?
You know you want it.
well, it's true. I guess maybe the shotgun going off behind her is enough to snap her out of the freeze. And
Yeah.
like
So
instinctively runs away from the gunshot behind her.
that freeze only lasted 1 round, and that running away from that gunshot is going to be running towards Cham, Clayton, Ava, and Reed.
So running towards, and then you see Cham with the. It's like running with a hand out to get that card.
Yeah. By the way, you've left the flamethrower on the ground behind you as you run. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's so running, grabbing card, you're fast, and your slow action. Okay. Cool. Ava.
So Ava's going to be knocked onto the ground. She's going to use her fast action to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a slow action, she's going to yell, "Stop!" and then punch an eye gouge into gooey Flynn.
Into the weird gelatinous goo on its face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I close combat?
Yeah, just roll close combat.
Okay, cool.
Do the Three Stooges.
Yeah. No successes.
You can push if you want.
Ava will push.
I actually can synthetics push because I know
The
normally.
penalty is non-existent for me, right?
Yeah, because there is no reason not to.
Oh no, Flynn is made of a Newtonian fluid, so the harder you hit it, the harder he becomes.
I might.
He's goop.
You have to be like Dune
they roll
and slow down
skill
at the last
rolls.
second.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go. Androids can't push skill rolls. They don't suffer stress, don't have a stress level, and they never make panic rolls. So no, you can't push that roll, unfortunately.
Okay.
You go to like poke it in the eyes or punch it wherever it is, and it's just too fast. It's on the move.
Cool.
Davis, where are you crawling? What are you moaning?
Davis knows that people are eventually going to have to get to this room, so Davis is just going to be like crawling, trying to like not even just like focusing on the door because this hurts like shit.
Yeah.
And just trying to crawl towards the door, which he knows people are eventually going to try and get to.
Okay. It is the Revenant's turn. That's Flynn. That's what he is now. He's a Revenant. Who turns its focus to Reed. Oh, and that is a fail. Did not manage. Not that I'm gutted about that. I'm just saying. It's like, that's great. That's what I meant. Goes to grab Reed and Reed like knocks its weird blackened hands out of the way with the shotgun. Cham.
Now that the key card is secured, Cham is going to. Can I? Because Cham's quite strong. Like run away from this, but drag Rye away with me.
Where are you going to run to?
I want to run back to where Davis is because my plan is to pick up Davis.
Right,
left at Davis. But I also don't want to just leave Rye standing where I was.
Rye's like running and then all of a sudden jerks back the other way.
This is the first time you've really taken in that Davis is like broken on the ground at this point. So I'm going to get a panic roll from you at the realization. Like, wait, Davis is down? Like, what's happened? And you see Miller standing behind him with the shotgun.
Yeah, tremble. Ah, damn it. Okay, agility -2.
Yeah. You're welcome to then run towards and try and grab Rye if Rye would allow that. Absolutely, if that's what Rye wants.
Yeah, I mean, Rye's already standing with me because she's just taken the card out of my hands.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping I could drag her like a little bit away as I go on my mission to grab Davis.
Okay, we can do that.
Like,
yep.
Okay.
You do
so
exactly.
Should I just roll to pick up Davis, or?
I don't know.
Okay, strength.
You can either pull Rye a little bit, or you can lift Davis.
Okay. I knew you'd play GM on that. I'll pick up Davis because I see Davis is in a real state. It makes me panic, and I'm like, Davis. And yeah, I'll roll strength to pick up Davis.
Okay. Give us a strength roll.
Gurgle.
Picking up items per move, Cham.
Look, if anyone can pick up a person, it's Cham. I believe in Cham.
So strong.
3 successes, baby.
Throws Davis into the roof.
Nice.
Yeah. And another panic roll, please.
Oh no. Drops item.
Oh, and then I freeze. I'm holding Davis and I freeze.
It's like, there's so much blood.
So
you're heavier than you look.
your next turn, you lose your next slow action, and I think it's just the fact that you're like now face to face with Miller, holding this shotgun, and there's just like a blank look on her face. You've never seen this kind of passive look from Miller in such a high, tense sort of moment.
I'm just going to delete Miller as my buddy.
And I'm holding it.
Unfriended.
Unfriended.
It is Reed's turn. It's a minus on the agility. What I'm going to do... I think she's going to need to... Oh, no, you want to be up close and personal when it's a shotgun, don't you? So I think we're at a good distance for this. She is just going to... I'm just going to have to add +2 to this as well. Cool. Put that there. We're just rolling for another shotgun blast.
Nice.
Okay, and let me just roll armor again as well.
Trixie.
So it does 1 point of damage. Another shotgun blast into this creature. There's actually, yeah. No, I was trying to decide. I'll let you guys decide. Do you think Reed should use that extra wind to get some distance, as in push it back through this, through to the other side of the doorway, or for an extra point of damage? What do you guys?
Automatically, like it stumbles, I think.
So yeah, so the stumble or the extra damage? What are we? The stumble?
Would there be time for like the next person to like slam a door button or something?
What's the order? Probably not. I think there's a few turns between now and the next player character, I think.
Could
Roll
she
dice.
fast action the door though? Like shoot and then just hit the door button with the butt of the gun?
Probably not with Ava in the doorway.
Oh no, crunchy.
We're not
Ava.
attached to Ava.
Reed is attached.
And the
to
door
Ava.
is.
Yeah.
Nothing personal, Ava.
All right, we'll go with the extra point of damage. I think we'll go with that. It is Clayton's turn. She's making her way over to that bag, and I'm gonna roll maybe a mobility in regards to, obviously she's panicking. We want to pick that up and get going. She's gonna roll. It is not a success. She stumbles. She goes to pick up this bag, and it falls from her hands, and she can hear like this crack, and just this black ooze starts like seeping out of the bag, and she just like fuck! She's just like starts screaming as this is all going down. It is Miller's turn now.
This is really stressing me out.
Oh, Miller and Cham. Cham is frozen in place in front of Miller with this shotgun.
Oh no.
And Miller just, for a moment, just like closes her eyes to just be like, fuck. Not you, Cham.
Not our Cham.
And she pulls the trigger.
Oh, he's intention shooting Davis. God damn it.
Cham wants to save you.
Just soak it, Cham.
Yeah, just tense your abs before it impacts.
That was the point of his armor.
It is a success. There is just there's like this flash in front of you, Cham. And this enormously loud bang. And there is just a burning that appears like in where your like abdomen is, just below where you're holding Davis up.
Can I spend story
so
points to
did
give him
nothing.
sicknesses?
No, that's. Do you have?
I have a story point.
I've got story points.
You can't
I have
use them
one.
on each other. You can only use them for your character, for your roles.
My
I
character
should
gets
say.
in the way.
You could, if you want, you can use one of your story points to get a success. Well, it would be one success, but there's 3 damage from this shotgun.
I mean, how much
Yeah.
can Cham take?
I can take 3 damage.
Oh shit!
I think
Oh,
you know,
dang.
like
Yeah, I've
Davis
got 5
is
health.
in front
Whoa.
where the shotgun's firing. So I'm happy to burn my story point to say that Davis inadvertently soaks this.
No. Cham's a stocky tank boy.
Okay.
So he takes it and he's like, "Oh, this suit did nothing."
Oh no.
But he's still on his feet.
No, Cham.
And there's just like
And
there was
bleeding heavily.
clear anguish on Miller's face for that, which is strange. knowing what she is. It is Flynn's turn. Again. Oh, that's the wrong roll. Yeah, cancel. Stop.
Oh yeah, Miller's a synthetic. I forgot about that part.
Well, I guess you don't really know that. I guess actually none of the PCs know this.
Turncoat.
No, Brad the
synthetic.
player forgot it.
Oh,
I was just like, this is so weird that she's behaving like this, but no, she's being programmed to.
This time, Flynn the medic in revenant form grabs Reed and just throws her against the wall, slamming in a similar fashion. So she's like, this creature's gone through, done that to Ava, managed to take a couple of shotgun blasts, grabs Reed, throws her against the wall as well, and she lands prone and drops the shotgun down onto the ground, requiring a panic roll. Which is drop item anyway, so she double dropped that item.
She picked it up and dropped it again.
Yep. Knock off.
Yeah. Rye, we're back with you. This creature's slowly making its way up this hallway.
Is the drop...
Use the card! Use the card! Use the card! Use the card!
You've just heard another kaboosh, another shotgun
Am I near
blast.
Am I near the door? Run over and
You're still where you're next to where Clayton and Reed and now this creature is. That's where you grabbed the card from Cham. So you.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So would grabbing an object and running?
Well, you've already got the object, so unless you wanted to grab another object, you've got that key card, right? That's in your hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pick up Cham, who's carrying Davis. And you can all go.
I just
Like a
picked
totem
them up.
pole.
I don't
just-
know why she's carrying it, Davis. Perhaps she'll die.
I'm just thinking about the character, whether she'd be in a state of mind to grab the shotgun and try and take a shot at the monster, or grab the bag and try and turn around and run back to the door. Because she knows it's full of valuable things.
It's also full
Oh,
of
she
alien
wants the
food.
bag.
I'll take the
It's
money
like-
and the bag.
The money and the bag.
Okay.
So you know what? No, she's gonna make a grab for the bag as well.
Okay. Good. Yeah. That is just you. You can pick it up. That's fine. You're not as frozen in fear as Clayton. Picking up something is just normal for you. You've seen some of this black ooze spilling out of this bag, and you scoop the bag up.
Yeah, and run back to the door.
You can see inside that it's like only one of the vessels in there is cracked. There's two still maintained within that bag. You turn with the bag and now see like Miller with this shotgun pointed at Cham, and Davis being held by Cham, looking very bad. And you're gonna panic. I need a panic roll from you, please.
No.
This is the first
Drop
time.
item, drop item.
Drop item.
2 floors down, there's 4 little turtles who are getting dripped on by this black
Come on.
ooze.
Flee! Yes!
Okay, this is interesting. You
Wait,
can't
am I running back down the hallway?
Well,
again?
so there's only
Run to the corporate suite!
there's really only okay. So you've rolled 13, which is flee. You just can't take it anymore. The creature on one side, Miller with the shotgun, Davis and Cham clearly injured. You can't attack anything, and you won't attempt anything dangerous. You can only flee to a place that you deem safe. Safety isn't towards the creature. Safety isn't towards Miller. Safety in your head
It's through the
is
door.
into the corporate suite.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
And
Go
you do-
Ripley.
you take the card, you take the bag, and with blocking everything out, you just run in and hope, like you've never hoped before, that this card is going to work. And you throw the card up, dink, opens and the door opens, and you sprint with the bag into this corporate suite. You don't even have the wherewithal to just take in how luxurious a suite like this is compared to everything you've had to put up with on a ship. And the door to the escape vehicle is off on the other side of the room. So your stress level drops by 1. But Reed's and Cham's goes up by 1.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, no, it doesn't. You take panic rolls. So Cham, I need a panic roll, and Reed, another panic roll.
Yep.
Does Davis need to panic?
No. You're broken,
Yay.
my good man.
Being broken has made me impervious to stress.
Oh, yes.
Fucking Reed.
That's a good one for
Reed,
Cham to get.
Reed drops his... She's just like... Butterfinger's trying to get this shotgun off the ground. She just drops. This time, because she's not holding the shotgun, she drops her guts. She just lets out a big fart. All right. And Cham...
Stay classy.
Cham, you seek cover, which is a
Cham seeks
fantastic
cover.
roll.
Yes.
You use your next
Yes.
action. So it's not now, it's your next
I have to
action.
use my next action, though.
Yeah. So to move away
Which
from
is what I was
danger-
going to do anyway. I was going to use my turn
Yeah.
to go into the corporate suite.
You're allowed to make a retreat roll, which we can go into. Obviously, if you're at an engaged
Yep.
level, it's kind of like disengage, I guess. Stress level of all the PCs
Yeah.
in short range increases by 1. All right. Okay. Where are we? Ava!
All right, so Ava's face to face with this hideous creature.
Well,
She's
you're
gonna-
more at the back of it now. You're behind it.
I'm behind the creature.
Yeah.
You
And
faced a butt.
oh damn. And she's gonna pick up her hand for another close combat attack, and she's gonna rotate her fist and then do a horizontal judo chop and just like punch it with a close combat attack.
Punch it, Chewie.
Yeah. Let's go. Close combat button. Clickety.
Oh,
Nothing. But for her slow action, she's gonna do a very important grapple attack. So she's just gonna grab this creature to try and restrain it, and just yell out, "Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!
I
Stop!"
like it. Is there is there something that we have to do? Is it a competing role or anything? Sorry, where's our...
Yeah. So its skill is close combat.
Yeah. That must be opposed.
Actions and
surely.
initiative. So I'm just bringing up the list. Slow crawl. This is a slow action, is it?
So the close combat attack was slow, and
yeah.
then the grapple is fast.
Oh, so it's a close combat roll. Yeah, I don't think it's opposed. It's just a close combat roll.
So I just click it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Just click it for now because
Okay.
I'm just going to take a look.
Oh, triple fail.
Oh, okay. So I won't worry about looking up grapple.
No.
No, that like if you choose to grapple, that's just a grapple by the looks of things. As long as you succeed, you grapple and both fall to the floor. Yeah,
Okay.
struggle. But you failed.
Hey,
Hey.
task failed successfully.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just happy with that.
Davis, I just need to take a look. Like, I think you're fine as long as you're not being further damaged. You're just in this broken state.
Yeah.
Oh
Where-
no,
can't
and
really
Cham
do it.
picked her up, so she can't even crawl.
You can just groan. That's actually true. All you can do is groan right now.
Yeah, just like one hand twisting onto Cham's shirt trying to hold on, but that's about it.
And
I've actually got that shot.
I
was
can
within
see
my
the
head
light,
for like the
Mama.
last 4
I'm
minutes.
headed towards the light.
It is Flynn's turn.
Getting awfully dark, Mr. Cham.
Oh, this thing just loves throwing. Am I just pushing the wrong thing? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. I'm
I mean, I do
getting
like the
King
whole
Kong
like
vibes
random
here.
attack thing that these guys do.
Yeah.
Actually, because it did pounce one time, and then it's just been like throwing. So this thing is just going up this corridor, just like grabbing and throwing and grabbing and throwing, and yet again it just like grabs now onto Clayton on the floor in front of it, and just grabs it, hooks into her back, and just like throws it up into the ceiling. Just with one move, doing 1 base damage to Clayton. I don't even know how much.
Eat it, Clayton.
That just like
3.
she does not have a lot of health actually, so that doesn't do great things for her. She's just left in like a prone state, on the ground, like crying, like literally crying now in agony. Cham, you have to take a specific action this time, don't you?
Yep, I have to seek cover in what I deem a safe spot, which is going to be the corporate suite, baby. That's between a rock and a hard place. That is the only haven. So I'm going to go hit just with Davis in hand. I don't know if you want me to roll strength again while carrying Davis. I'm going to head through that corporate suite door.
I will, purely because you took like some damage, yeah?
Yeah,
I think
sense.
that's fair.
I'm still carrying a person, and I just got shot.
Yeah.
Am I able to like shut the door once they're in?
On your turn? Yeah, for sure.
Or before.
Yep. So 3 successes, you're able to.
3.
By the way, I forgot to mention, you can bank these
Yep.
2 as well. So if you want to do any more strength rolls, we don't even have to worry about rolling. But we will get another panic roll.
Drop.
Okay.
Drop item.
Drop item.
Because I got 3.
No,
three
more
successes
screaming.
last time.
No.
I scream, which makes Chris go down, but everyone else go up. Oh no, everyone else has to make a panic roll.
Okay.
Oh no,
So
panic.
yeah, I managed to. I get into the corporate suite with Davis, and I scream my lungs out, just ah! And the door shunk closes, and it's just me, Davis, and Rye in there. And
Okay.
I'm screaming.
Okay, perfect.
It's like,
And Rye's
"What's
like,
that?"
she runs out.
Runs out again.
Not saving you either.
You obviously this is the
No,
safe
surely not,
place.
because she knows that's not safe.
Yeah. This is the safe space. What does Rye do in this case then of a flea?
She bounces off the walls like a trapped cat.
Yeah, I think the sign for the emergency vehicle is
Yep.
the sole thing in your vision at this point when you start freaking out, right?
She's just run to the door, trying to get into the.
Yeah, that
Into the
key card again works great, and shoot, the door opens up. It's kind of a thicker, multi-layered door because obviously there's some sort of airlock system in this one, but it opens up to the small, very clean white emergency vehicle. We can
How
detail.
many seats?
You run. Okay, well, it's part of your flee. You run in. There's like a small control deck for launching the thing, obviously, and then there are 3 cryo chambers.
Right.
And that's it. There's no seating. It's just cryo chambers and the small flight deck. That's it.
Right.
Okay. Cham's had the turn.
Stop scaring me away, Jim.
It's Reed's turn again, who has dropped the shotgun. She's gonna have to pick it up. She's gonna take her. Was it the long action to pick that up?
Fast
action.
Oh, or open at least.
Pick up item is a fast action. I just realized something.
And then slow as shoot.
The last time that she actually ran out of bullets with the last, because she rolled a fail, like a facehugger, right? And she picks up the shotgun, and she's gonna spend the turn like looking for more shells for the shotgun, and that realization of there's no more sinks in. And she's just gonna try and close combat this creature from behind with the butt of the gun. But
Bottom.
Dang.
Ooh.
what is the damage on that? I guess it's just a
One.
It's a big butt.
It's got to be just one.
Yeah, it'll be just one. Okay, and let's roll some armor. Oh, okay.
Oh, you love to see it.
You love to see it. That is another. The gun, the butt of the shotgun just goes. There's like this weird crack, sort of squelching sound as it just punches through the back of this creature's gelatinous skull, and it just drops down onto the ground in a dead state. I guess it's a dead creature now.
Kind of like the sound of a kneecap dislocating. It sounds like you're smashing watermelon on concrete.
That's yeah. Okay, I think that's accurate.
Flashbacks.
Flashback.
Okay, let's get the Foley on that.
Yeah. Clayton is like crying and screaming. She sort of like starts crawling and heading towards that the corporate suite door, and she like ignores everyone else and starts like beating. You can hear from inside the corporate suite, Cham, Davis, and Rye. You can just hear her pleading to be let in. Please let me in. Please.
Oh, sorry. Which door was this?
This is
on the
to the
outside
corporate
the
suite.
corporate?
Yeah. So she's kind of like on her knees, pounding against the door frame. It's Miller's turn, and all you hear from inside is just another shotgun blast.
The shotgun.
Cold, Miller. Cold.
What has we rolled here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just like you hear that like pleading, that screaming of the shotgun, and then
And it just stops.
and then it's just silence. Ava, you'll see this now. Is like Miller instantly turns to the terminal on the side of the wall and starts tapping feverishly.
That's not fair.
Rye, over to you.
Hey. So the door's locked now?
Well, it can only be opened with the key card. So you're standing inside this emergency vehicle now. You have no idea really how to fly this thing. The only person that would probably have any idea how to fly this thing is in a broken state.
Okay.
But you can heal someone in a broken state.
Yeah, I'm going to come back out again.
Okay.
And try to... Who...
Hello.
Yeah, well, which one's the worst off? I'll try some medicine on
Davis is definitely the worst off. It's just
Davis,
so
for sure.
Yeah.
him. Okay.
It's a slow action. If you want to, it's a slow action and
Medical?
a medical aid skill. Yeah.
Okay, let's go medical.
I see hot cross buttons.
There are hot cross buns, but
Yeah.
there's also a face hugger.
So, if it's successful,
Yes.
if it's successful, you get up immediately. You get as many health points as there are hot cross buns, but your foot is still crushed. You're not going to be walking on that foot for days at this point. But
I'm
just-
back up to full health, critical injuries aside.
Oh wow! So there's 2 critical injuries
Is
you've
it?
got at this point.
As long as she can fly.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, Chad.
And-
Sorry, carry
And
on.
I said, yeah, I'm just like, how you doing, Cham? Can you get into the pod with Davis?
Yeah, don't worry about Cham.
Okay, get in there. It's like everyone. Get
No,
in.
I'm gonna, yeah. Cham's gonna stand stalwart, facing the door,
Okay. Ava.
and holding his abdomen.
I slap Cham on the back of the head and say, "Get in the pod, you idiot!"
It's not my turn.
Ava, it's your turn.
All right, so Ava's gonna hobble and then build up as much speed as she can into a run for her fast action. And for her slow action, she's gonna close combat attack / spear tackle Miller off the terminal.
Okay. What I want to do before we do that is just going to do a combative, like, mobility versus mobility as well before you decide whether or not that hits. I just want to see if Miller is successful with that final button press.
So hit the mobility button, or you're doing your thing?
You do mobility, and we'll go mobility versus mobility.
Okay. Let's see if I can make it 4 fails in a row. Let's go. Oh, double success!
Yes, Ava.
Ava, you
Hold
can...
on for
Okay,
hero.
so now I will get you to do your, I guess,
Ava does the robot.
your close combat attack. So this was just to see if you got to her before she finished what she was doing, and now the close combat is whether or not you actually...
Do the Goldberg
Alright.
thing.
Hit!
That's one success, which is more than enough. Miller is about to, like, she's been typing feverishly as you sprint down this hallway. Your body is so busted up that you are just forcing yourself to, like, past what your processing capabilities can do. Okay, you should not be able to run like this, and you're putting all of your energy from your sort of extremities down into your legs and just making sure it all works. You get there, and just as you go to spear tackle Miller, you look at the terminal, and it's just got like the words self-destruct, like yes, no, and you just combine with her and just roll down the hallway. But you are now left in a way more damaged state. You've kind of sacrificed a lot of your future mobility for this one move.
Yeah, I'm able to scream out, stop, 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 stop.
Perfect. Davis.
Davis is going to... I can switch initiatives?
At the start of a round, you can swap it for the next round. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Davis wants to, like, just get me to the terminal. Like, trying to hobble. I mean, everything's broken.
Yeah.
Just, like, reaching out for Rye.
Okay, cool. I'll say that part of Rye's action, because she was obviously trying to get everyone in there before, and with you, it'll combine to Rye, if you're willing, to be getting Davis in and, like, seated at the flight terminal. So the flight deck area.
So get Davis in there.
Yeah. Davis, you're in. You're seated now.
I'm gonna get this escape vehicle ready to go.
Cool. Cham.
SAP.
Cham is going to drop his wrench, or just like abandon the wrench, and pull out the bolt gun that he's had on his back this whole time and never used.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to step into the emergency vehicle and just sort of face the doorway, holding the bolt gun.
Okay. It is Reed's turn. Reed, having seen Ava sprinting down the hallway, realizes with the lack of ammunition, she's really only got one choice, and that's to try and get into this room. She runs towards the corporate suite, and again does that same thing that Clayton was doing. She's banging. She's like, "It's Reed, let me in! Let me in! They're gonna kill me if you don't let me in! I'm out of ammunition! I'm out! Save me! Cham! Cham!"
Oh, how the worm has turned.
Do a thing.
Clayton's obviously dead. Reed's been good. Reed's been there and has helped you out through this whole thing.
But we're all
Miller's,
about Chamberlain.
it's all about the Chamley. It's Miller's turn, and with Ava sort of having knocked her to the ground, she steadies that shotgun and just pulls the trigger on Ava.
Reece taking it again.
Ooh.
It's going to do 4 points of damage on Ava. This is like, I think this is if the rest of the crew were out here, that tackle you would have seen like did enough damage to knock a little bit of like skin off, synthetic skin off Miller, and there'd be a little patch of like white on the ground where she hit the ground. And now she's like synthetic against synthetic as she like pulls this shotgun on Ava and blasts into Ava, doing 4 damage.
Like when the
Ava.
T800 gets damaged.
Yeah.
Ava has a slow smile appear on her face as it looks like the nicotine patch has fallen off her arm, and then is broken.
Oh, is that
That's
her
the end of
putting it
Ava.
on? Let me just figure out what happens to synthetics. 111.
They dream of electric sheep.
Yeah.
Stir.
It actually does say electric sheep in here.
Daisy.
Androids don't make death rolls.
They start spitting up
cannot
milk.
Die. If they suffer a system shutdown, they can be reactivated to communicate with. This requires a power source, blah, blah, blah. I think if a synthetic is broken, roll for a critical injury on the table to the right. So give me a D6, please.
Oh, sad
1d6.
milk and
42 is broken foot, by the way.
4.
4. It's very similar to the original sort of damage you'd been given from whatever fight you'd been in previously. The shotgun blast like throws your sort of upper chest back at such a rate that that little section that dislocated and snapped that Rye had to fix just pops off again, and you're now just lying on the ground in this broken state. You're not dead, you're just on the way to suffering a system shutdown. But yeah, so you're not going to be moving.
Cool.
Rye, you can hear that knocking on the door from Reed.
Am I in the pod or outside?
You're in the pod.
I'm in the pod.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, you brought Davis into the pod.
Okay, so I turn to Cham and I'm like, Cham, do you remember my little brother Tim? The sick one?
Of course, little Timmy.
Okay, when you get back home, please look after him. And she dives out the door and locks it behind her.
What? No, that's Cham do. Cham's job. What are you doing?
Because she's still got the access key, so it's locked behind her.
So you're shutting the EV behind
Yep.
you. Okay.
Right. Dave's just going to yell out. Like, so confused with what's happening.
How many people are alive in the hallway?
So you don't really know. You don't know. You can hear Reed. There was another blast, shotgun blast from the other side of the door. But Reed, that only serves to make Reed sound more panicked. I'm going to die. Let me in.
Is the comm still working on my suit?
Sure.
Okay. So I beep boop it onto the main channel and I go, Miller, Reed, I have your bag of goodies and I want to make a deal.
Reed's like, fuck those goodies. I just want to get out of that shit. We shouldn't be taking that anyway. It's dangerous. We don't. She just starts freaking out. And there's just like a cool, calm sort of voice from Miller encouraging you to open the corporate suite.
No, make the deal first. Then I'll open the door.
What? It's like, what's the deal?
The deal
This
is
from Miller.
the deal is you wire a ridiculous amount of credits to my account and when I have confirmation that it's gone through, I'll let you in. Or I'll come out.
There's just another shotgun blast. And the knocking and screaming from Reed stops. And Miller says, I can break into this room. I have access. I can get access through this terminal. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I will come in there. I didn't want to have to do this, but I cannot let you live with the knowledge you have of what happened on the Cronus.
Can't you do a little good before you
I
put me out of my misery?
I am doing good for the great of mankind.
Do some quick good for a small sick boy, and I will come out, no questions asked.
What's happening inside the EEV?
Davis is first on the turn order out of us two.
Let's just go free until there's some sort of conflict.
Okay. Cham just says, Davis, what's happening out there?
I don't... Ryan, get back in here. We're ready to go.
Is there a window? Can we see into the thing, or is it all?
Sure. Yeah. There'll be some windows. Maybe one.
Cham's reenacting the car scene from Titanic.
You can see like Miller's like staring directly at you, and you can see like synthetic blood on it from like the tackle. I think this is the first point that you realize Miller is not who she claimed to be all this time.
Yeah, through comms, saying Cham is saying to everyone, just I guess because it's an open channel. Hey, Rye, you come. You come in here right now into the car.
Not
You
this
get in the
time, buddy.
car.
I got some important business to do. You head off now.
Get in the fucking vehicle, Rye. Right now.
Sorry, can't hear you.
Rye, it's kind of during, you're not sure if it's all the noise of everything and the panic and the stress, but there's just like a little headache just like starting to push in behind your eyes.
Oh, no. I really need the two of you to leave now.
We're going to go without you.
And there's just like a robotic like punching on the wall as Melissa moves out away from the window and towards the door. Just punching. You can just hear her calmly. Just open the door, Rye.
She's not coming, is she?
She's going to come, Cham. Rye, we're leaving. Get in now.
I'm like,
This is Davis,
go over my
hands
shoulder.
hovering over the launch.
The pummeling on the door like stops for a minute, and you can just it all goes quiet out there for a bit, before like this siren starts kicking in over the Cronus's speakers. It's like self-destruction in 10 minutes.
Fuck.
Self-destruction in 10 minutes.
Right, get in the fucking car.
Rye, open up the door, Rye.
say hi to Tim for me. And then she turns back to Miller and is like, last chance. Give, like, holding the bag over her head is like, just wire the money. And then I come out.
I'm not like Clayton. I don't want those to survive. I want them to be destroyed. Along with anyone and everything that knows about it.
Okay.
It's like T minus 9 minutes.
Then I start slowly walking towards the pod and be like, how about money now?
Yes, into the pod. Go on, right. Move your ass.
Pod.
Miller's
How
just
about-
like, Miller, there's no reaction from Miller. She's just now made herself, she's standing like cross-armed at the window looking into the corporate suite at you. There's no response other than her almost like an enjoyment. T minus 8 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Pod.
What a bitch. Walking.
I've still got 1 foot. Right, I'm gonna come out there and kick your ass.
Can I get a
Damn shuttle.
can I get a just a contact roll from Davis, please? You haven't seen one of these before. This sort of, well, actually, you can choose piloting or Comtech.
It might surprise you that I'm gonna go with piloting.
I thought you might, yeah.
Yep. Did I even hit roll? Wait.
Ah. Okay, give me a panic.
Wow.
Give me a panic roll as well.
I can fly anything with
Yeah.
a thing.
You like that pain in your foot and that pain in your leg, like you're just trying to push that to the side as you sort of like take a look at everything, and it's familiar enough.
Get in the fucking pod!
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna.
A panic roll from
I have to
Cham
make a panic roll as well.
as Davis like sits screaming at the frustration of Rye like outside the room.
Is there a launch button on the outside of the
No, it's not an escape pod. It's an emergency vehicle. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Under a chair.
Seek cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
my panic is to seek cover. So that directly goes against what I was about to do, which was to use my banked strength rolls to just go and grab Rye.
Suplex into one of the chambers.
Well, you might be able to do that in about 10 seconds, 10, 20 seconds, but you can definitely do that within the next T-minus 7 minutes. That countdown is happening, and Miller is just like staring at you, right? She says, break it. Drink it. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get any money. Put it down. Get in the fucking pod.
It's like one trip. I just had to complete
6
one
minutes.
trip.
Cham, you've sort of like you've finished seeking cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use those banked strength rolls to succeed on grabbing Rye. I don't know if that's contested.
Is it contested, right?
Well, yeah, because I locked the door behind me.
Oh,
so they can't get out.
I think.
Oh, we can't get out.
Surely,
Oh, okay.
surely you could get out from inside of this thing.
I feel like you should.
Like a
'Cause
house
we
door
needed-
you can
we
get out of
Hard
from the
to
inside.
get in.
I would say that Rye, maybe like you're not 100. You use the key card, you get out and you swipe the key card, and you think it's. I'm going to say you think it's like. I think from the inside, the whole point of an escape vehicle is that you need to be able to escape with the vehicle, including getting out. So
Okay.
maybe Rye, you absolutely think that you've locked it, but there would be a way for it to be unlocked from inside.
Okay.
So, come here. You're being a bad friend. Come on.
No, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm not feeling so good, Cham. I think I got one of those things in me. I think I'm gonna cut Melissa's brother, and I'm just gonna stay here and make sure they don't get you two whilst you're leaving, and you have to go look after my little brother for me. Otherwise, you are a bad friend.
T-minus 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cham believes her. He doesn't think that she'd be lying. So I was like, has an oh shit moment of, well, she can't come with us because she's got the weird alien stuff. So
Rye, you've started feeling quite agitated by Cham coming out as well. Like you can't even you're angrier at him than you've kind of ever been. You're feeling angry. You're feeling kind of headachy and angry.
Yep. She just starts grabbing at her head and going, "Oh my God, Cham, what do you not understand? Get in the damn pod. I have to stay here. It's all gone to shit, but you guys got a chance. Get in the damn pod." And she shoves him back into the pod.
okay, Davis, punch it.
There's just this moment where Davis is kind of, credulous look, but then sees the look on Cham's face and the fact that he has just told her to leave behind someone, and she just like slams the go button.
Yeah,
She's already gone.
The sort of EV starts shaking into gear. The thrusters turning on. He's like disengaging out from the side. Miller's outside. You can see her now getting like steering. She gets right up and she starts to punch the window like bam, like really trying to break through that window now as hard as she can. You can see the synthetic skin like coming off her fist as she punches and punches into this
discards
window.
the bag and stands in front of the window going,
There's like a fury raging inside you as well, Rye. And I think the emergency vehicle kicks into gear, and Davis, do you just want to like detail everything in regards to this EEV like leaving?
Yeah, it's a really bittersweet moment because it's always fun to pilot something, and that drop when it just releases itself from a ship is just one of those really savoring moments for Davis. But yeah, the whole thing is gone shit, and the fact that her best friend kind of shot her in the back, by kind of I mean absolutely shot her in the back, and is a synth, that's not so bad, but shooting and then leaving Rye and yeah, so the usual joy of piloting one of these things and then like throwing the accelerator into max is lost. It's a very hollow moment for her.
There's like a small port windows on this craft as it sort of dislodges and sort of maneuvers away, and you can see the Cronus getting further and further away from you now. You don't know how long this trip will be. You know that when disengaged, these are set to just head towards Earth, and that could be years. And that's why these are equipped with cryo chambers. There's 3 cryo chambers in this emergency vehicle, and you look at the one that will remain empty for the rest of this trip and think of Rye. And back on the Cronus, there's just this moment as Miller smashes through the window and goes head to head with a slowly disfiguring version of Rye. And we're going to end it there with both Cham and Rye jumping into cryo chambers.
Davis.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Cham and Davis.
Davis suddenly finds himself back on the corner. What the fuck?
Before jumping into the chamber, Cham finds like a pen or some source of ink or something and just draws like a smiley face on what would be Rye's cryo chamber and just writes Rye but spells it wrong, like R-I, and then climbs into his own.
Oh.
And the mist fills up into that cryo chamber. Small injection into your arm as well as you just nod off to sleep, hoping that when you next come to, you'll be safe in the orbit of Earth. And that's where we're going to end it. That's it. You guys, 2 survivors.
Yay!
Oh,
Well, wait.
I never liked you, Miller. I never liked you.
it is like Miller. I'm just gonna change this to Cham as my buddy now.
Soul
Awesome.
survivor.
Cham and Rye, actually. Oh no,
Davis-
not Rye. You didn't get the damn thing.
Yeah, Davis like died twice. It still made it out.
I was so unsure if Miller should have just like tried to finish Davis or whether she was going to attack. She really didn't want to attack Cham, but
No, Reagan didn't want to attack Cham.
no, Miller.
None of us wanted.
Miller was absolutely. So I'll go through some of the rules that Miller had. Was like kill anyone who who knew the details of what was going on, and save anyone who didn't. And she considered Cham someone who didn't really know what. Both like Cham and Rye were the 2 that she wanted to just let out. But like with Rye grabbing that stuff, it was like too dangerous. With Cham trying to save Davis, it was too dangerous. It was just, that's it. Let's talk 3rd act agendas. So we can talk about them out loud now. We can give you a story point. And it's the story points aren't attached to your characters, they're attached to you. So if you ever go off and play another Alien RPGs with anyone else, you have a story point for use for a role. So let's go through. Let's start with Davis. What was your Act 3 agenda?
My Act 3 agenda. So this will all go to hell unless you save the day. Take any risk necessary to kill the monster and the enemies of the Cronus. Die.
Yeah. I mean, you risked everything to do that, and you saved the day, as in you got Cham the hell out of there. The only other person that was on your side, really, by the end. So I'd give you a story point for that. What were your other 2 personal agendas? Do you remember them?
The first one was I misread it at the time.
Okay.
But I think it was the long haul flights are boring. Do anything to make them more interesting.
So you chose drugs.
No. She's already a drug addict. That's actually
Drugs chose
written
her.
to the character. And the agenda for number 2 was shit. You really need another fix right now. Search the labs of the Cronus for stimulants.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I've got the agendas here if you don't remember them as we go through everything. Cool. I think that's. I think you did a pretty good job of most of those, getting the hits and stuff. So how did you read it wrong? What did you get wrong for that first?
I missed the when I read it. I kind of like looked at it and then put it back down, like ha ha ha, just so no one could see my card.
That's
But
not how it works.
Bless.
wait a minute. And so I took it as the thing is boring. You just want to get it over and done with, rather than do something to make it more fun. Which is why she's like, "Oh my god, let's not take any detours.
right.
Let's just get this thing parked and
Right.
go do something else."
Yeah, it was the thing was to take any chance to break the monotony. Yeah. Okay, who's next? Rye, what was your? Let's go through your first two and then we'll judge your third one. Let's do it that way. Do you remember your first two?
I can't quite remember the first one. I think it was try to get paid as much as you can.
Yeah, find
As
find any angle to get more money out of this shit cargo
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
Your sick brother back home needs the cash badly.
Little Timmy,
Yeah.
my poor dear little Timmy. And then the second one was search the Cronus for cash or any other valuable items that you might sell back home if you survive. The ship is a derelict anyway, right? And then the third one was strike any deal to get enough money to support yourself and your family for good, no matter what the cost to your soul.
And if only Clayton was alive, she
I
would
know!
she would have signed you up to a massive bonus so quickly. So quickly.
When I heard she died, I was like, don't.
Here goes my payday.
Yep.
Cham.
Well, I wrote mine down on my character sheet, but I paraphrased.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, so Act 1 was just do your duty and be a cool teammate.
Yeah.
So yeah, his whole thing was just he just wanted to be helpful at that point to anyone and everyone. The Act 2, it was the same thing but sort of more focused, in that the crew is in danger, and the crew is your family, so protect them with your life. So that goes beyond being a cool teammate and just being like specifically that crew, like the Montero crew, like being their protector. And then which is why he so happily volunteered to do all like the air scrubbing and stuff. He just knew that would help them breathe. And then get Montero crew off the Cronus by any means necessary, which was the whole driving factor between for last session of like get to the Daisy.
Yeah.
And then trying desperately to be like the focus on, if it wasn't for that agenda, the focus for Cham in that scene we just had would have definitely been fighting the alien, but instead the agenda made it like the key card is the goal. And I just wanted to get as many crew members off as possible, but that became very difficult once Miller became a homicidal psycho and Rye became an unwilling escapee. So
good. I think both Jolene and Brad absolutely get story points for Act 3 for sure. Wilson and Ava.
Well, so Wilson Act 1 was all about the Cronus, be helpful to the crew, make them trust you. So that's why Wilson bought everyone snacks and lavished out on his corp card there. And for Act 2, you remember his special orders? They were just super great.
966.
Yeah. Don't risk open confrontation with the crew. You still need them. And then Act 3 is we don't need the crew. But he didn't really get to tackle much of Act 3 because he got killed. But
he died as soon as
he was all about the special orders, and had some chats with Clayton and so on.
Yeah, so there was a special order 966 card that I gave Reece when we first started, which sort of laid out a bit of what was going on. So he'd had a bit more information. What about Ava's?
So Ava's is be super helpful, protect humanity and help everyone. So she was just throwing herself at everything to try and do that.
Cool. Miller had 3 different cards, but whoever became the synthetic also got like 3 separate synthetic cards. So I could have picked any character to make a synthetic, but I chose Miller. I thought that seemed a bit more interesting to have someone close by who has bonds and stuff, pretending to have those bonds to get that sort of main goal. So the synthetics agendas were The rest of the crew don't know that you are. You've been informed that the Montero will be redirected to investigate the Cronus. Whatever you do, don't expose yourself as an android. Act 2 was basically learn more about the xenomorphic materials, ask the crew, get as much information as you can, but don't raise suspicions. And then Act 3 was you've got to stop Weyland-Yutani from getting the specimens back to Earth at any cost, even if it means murder and suicide. Kill anyone with detailed knowledge.
Damn.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah. And we had some infected cards, but I didn't end up handing those out because you guys rolled really well against the moats, all the inoculations and everything. So the game says you can kind of just not make them roll and have fun slowly turning your players into monsters. But the thing is, as soon as they do their first attack as an infected, then like you hand your character over to me, and I'm like, I don't need more characters. I'm good. You guys rolled well, so I just left it at that.
So did you hand Jolene like secret instruction, like behind the scenes of like you are going to turn into an alien?
No, I just started doing that at the end because it just made good sense. I was like, oh, she's trying to like make sure that no one gets in the way. I'm gonna go, well, I'll raise those stakes and give her actual reason for not being on that ship. My original plan was hoping that 3 of you and Reed managed to get in, and obviously only 3 cryo chamber things. Reed would be like, I'll just gonna sleep on the floor and hope that I can make it. And then, you know, that final scene would be her twitching and turning while you guys are in cryo sleep. But I thought the moment that she was banging on the door, I was like, you guys aren't gonna let her in, so Miller's gonna kill her. That just had to happen. That was awesome.
Well done.
Thank you all.
Yay.
That was fun.
Yeah.
The power hallway. Everything happened in that hallway.
yeah.
Other
So many
memories.
bodies.
You guys barely saw like level C or deck C.
Like we opened the door on the science lab. Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't investigate that. That's fine.
Cham had the
was the
elevators
other
open
one?
to deck C and was like, nope, zoop, and that's shut. Okay.
Science Lab 1, the one where you just open it and you're like, you see a pile of gnawed bones, and it's like,
Yeah. No. So there was like another key card, I think, that Ava had dropped was in there. So there was another key card for the corpse.
Was there munchity crunchity nasties in there though?
There was a few others lying around. I'd have to go and have a look. There was kind of, I think there's another one that was near the engines. If you had decided to go and fix the engines, there would have been another abomination hanging around out there. And I chose not to because I didn't know how deadly this game is, and I wasn't playing it correctly anyway. But they do suggest, maybe throw in another like high level monster that is like stalking them the whole time, and can pop out, attack, and then jump back into vents and stuff like that. And I was just like, I was really uncertain with a lot of how this played, so I didn't want to add that level of like extra. There was one other thing that I didn't add in, and it's because it basically says only bring this in if too many of your characters die, and that it's basically a third pirate ship shows up.
Oh, cool.
And you can basically have your players take over some of these pirate the characters. Yeah, but everyone I saw everywhere was like, do what you can not to do that, because it just does. It's not needed if you do it well. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for like making 7 Mondays available to get this sorted when I originally thought it was going to be like 2 or 3. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do more of this at some point. But I think the next goal is to try out another system that Christian, I think, is going to take Reece and I through just as a little play test. So that'll be awesome. What's that system? It's
Twilight 2000.
Twilight 2000. So I don't know if it's going to be next Monday or if it's going to be a week in between or whatever. But it's just going to be another game of us learning how to play stuff. Any thoughts about the system before we call it a night?
Maybe thanks, Free League.
Free League.
Yeah, it's really like focused and crunchy when it gets down to the nitty gritty. Like it's really far apart. The cinematic play of just like moving about and making the story happen, but as soon as you need to really zone in on action, it's so crunchy. It's like there's two huge extremes of really free flow and then like super, but like the last 2 hours we reenacted like 3 rounds of doing stuff, so like 30 seconds.
Yeah. What did you think of it as a system, other than the errors we made along the way?
Personally, before playing, I wasn't a fan of like dice pool systems in general. But like I love Free League, so I was like really stoked to give it a try. And like I really liked what comes of the system in a storytelling perspective. Like the things that Cham did that I wouldn't have done purely because the system made it happen was like very interesting.
Yeah. For me, it's way more directed than I'm used to as a GM, but I feel like you were saying, like the agenda cards dictating what happens when they panic, it just helps that role play. So it kind of helps them, because someone might just be like, oh yeah, I panic. He's scared. But this kind of is like, no, this happens. And so they go, oh, okay, well, this means this means this. It just helps a bit with the role play, which I really liked. But it's probably, I don't know, like D&D is very free flow. This was very directed. I don't know which I like. I don't know.
Whereas as a player, I kind of find it the other way around. Like I find D&D very more constrained, whereas this...
Oh, okay.
I mean, like Brad says, when it gets crunchy, it gets crunchy. But then otherwise I just find it freer flowing. And same with some of the other games, which, I mean, a lot of the Year Zero Engine games, which are basically the same body, and then they've got little bits tagged on here or tagged on there, and you'll see this with Twilight 2000, which is also Year Zero. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't like big dice pools either. I came from Shadowrun, where you'd roll like 50 dice.
Right.
It's like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
I like D&D because I had 1 dice, and now I'm like, I need more dice.
I like how
I need more variants.
I know, like, because like the piloting roll there was like 16 dice, and so that sounds like you're rolling a lot of dice, but you're just looking for 2 symbols. You're like, oh yeah, that symbol. You don't have to worry about what all the dice add up to or anything other than, can I see those symbols? Then I succeeded. Can I see that symbol? Then I panic. Like it's pretty simple despite that. Reece, I think I interrupted you as well. What were you?
Yeah, I really like the stress system. I think it plays well into the whole theme of how this game runs. And initially I was like, oh, I get a stress dice, who cares? But after a little while I was like, whoa, that's got implications, and I keep getting more of them. Whoa. So yeah, I think that's really well. It's fun.
I really like that people are broken. They're not just like dying state. They're kind of like, well, I don't know. It's a bit more like, if you leave them there, they may just be okay. And if you just keep hurting them, then they're just going to get more and more serious injuries that could lead to death. But yeah, sorry, Jolene.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't have any experience being like a GM, but I'm a very, like, if there's low admin for your character sheet, I'm all on board, and this is a really low maintenance character sheet.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
You don't
hadn't
have
really
to-
thought about it, to be honest.
You don't have to keep track of like a lot of things. You can just roll and see if you've still got ammo. You're not like crossing it off a little tally. You're not crossing off your oxygen. It's just like, do I still have any oxygen? Yes, I do. Oh, fiddle dee dee, all my oxygen is gone. It's just really nice.
Yeah. I don't, like, some people were saying that they've played this in like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm just like, I just don't know how you'd get through this story, because it's meant to be a real fast little opening story for new players, and I'm just like, I don't understand how that would work. But I like the stress dice. I like how the health is tied to your strength. I like all of the different things, and it just sort of like, it flows really well. Oh no, Cham got an injury.
No, Cham.
Okay, well, I will also say thank you.
No, I just rolled a 1d66 to determine how many years we're in cryosleep.
Oh, right, yeah. Almost as long as the Cronus has been missing.
Oh,
Nice.
the
Yeah.
stories will tell.
I release you from your babysitting duties.
I was going to say a big thank you to Rollstream, who gave us a raid maybe 10 minutes ago with a party of 8. Thank you so much. Sorry that we ignored that. We've just been talking about wrapping up our Alien RPG sort of thing. Awesome. This will be up for our Patreons to check out for the next week, and it'll be available to everyone else on YouTube the week after that. Come say hi in our Discord if you watched and liked what we did. There's the link. And again, guys, thank you so much for making the time. It's been awesome playing with you guys. You've been amazing, super fun players to take through this. And
Thank you for running like 25 different characters all at once and seamlessly swapping between them. It was cinematic and fun as. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. It was hard. It was actually really, really difficult to try and like keep it flowing quickly and bouncing back and forth, but I enjoyed it. I'm sweating. All right, we'll keep an eye on our Discord or Twitter or wherever to figure out what we're going to be doing next week. Hopefully it's Twilight 2K. If not, it might be the week after. Give us a break already. Come on.
Got cryo sleep to take. You're like,
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys at some point either next week or the week after. See you later, everybody.
Thank you, Joe.